Hello, today we're gonna ask some questions of my mom from her childhood. What gadget would you like to have when you were a kid?
I did like my motorbike.
Your motorbike. Well, what was the most crazy thing you did when you were a child?
You don't want to know.
What was the most crazy thing you did when you were a child with your best friend?
You don't want to know either.
If you could change one thing about modern society, what would it be?
About modern society?
Yeah, but
I would change the habit that everybody eats meat.
Alright. What was your best trip of your life?
The best trip of my life was with my best friend when we were 19 and we went for a week to Ibiza.
Ibiza, where's that?
That's an island in Spain and the Baleares.
Well, geography teacher. I should show a little bit more. What was your dream job when you were a kid?
Judge. I wanted to be a judge.
A judge to put bad people in jail?
Yes.
Did you have any nicknames when you were a kid?
V.
V? That's a weird one. If you could change... No, I asked you that question. What did you do when you were a kid and you were very bored?
I took my flute and I was sitting in our garden next to the trees and I was playing the flute for many, many hours.
Many hours? Which song?
It was classic songs. Rosinante was my most favorite one.
Alright, did you have any pets?
We had a lot of pets.
Cats, dogs?
We had 2 dogs, we had 4 cats, we had a monkey, we had a sheep, we had a horse, and we had a dove that was living inside of the house. And we took care of a baby dolphin that was got hit by a boat. And yeah, that's about it.
And what's a dove?
A dove is like a bird that was smashed in our garden, and we cured it, and it couldn't fly away, so it stayed with us in the house and lived with us happily ever after.
Quite a zoo you had there.
We had a zoo, yeah. We still have a zoo, but we had a different zoo.
Yeah. Is there anything you had to do manually, but now a gadget does it for you?
Yes, writing letters. Everything that we wrote with our hands, and now everything we write with the phone.
Was it harder to communicate it in long distances?
Yes, it was only via letters. We had to write letters and cards, love letters. My boyfriend and me, we had to write letters to each other. Every day a letter, so every day the other person would get a letter because it takes a while for a letter to travel. There was no phones in that time, so we were not allowed to use the land phones because they were too expensive.
Did you have any favorite shows when you were a kid?
I loved comedy shows, all sorts of comedy shows, and I did like Tom and Jerry and things like that when I was a kid.
Tom and Jerry. Would you like to have a thing from the modern society when you were a child? Phone, Wi-Fi, internet, computer?
No, I don't think that's... No, I don't... No. I was happy without phones, internet, and everything else.
Well, that's about it. Thank you very much for answering my questions, and...
You're very welcome, my son.